AFC. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Tirico and Greg Olson with you, the All-Pro Chris Boswell with the honors. Off we go from Pittsburgh. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Bills offense heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
And certainly deserving of that MVP award. Just a year ago, 28 touchdown passes, but it was just 6 interceptions, and that's really where the improvement has come. We've all seen the size, the speed, the big arm, Mike, since he's come into the league. But now that the negative plays are going down, really the next step for him, really the only thing left on that resume is to go out and try to get that Lombardi Trophy.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and a yard. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The tight end Kincaid in motion. To throw on first and 10, Allen. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. Allen to his tight end Kincaid, and the Bills have a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And the Bills are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. A gain of 11, and it's first and goal.
You can see the confidence that this play caller has on his opening script. This is a textbook drive here to start the game. Nice job there by the back with a big gain. Sets up first and goal.
Here's Cook. And he'll take this one in. James Cook, touchdown, Bills. And Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, start of the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead.
Bills 7, Steelers nothing.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. On the return, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proven to be a really hard team to beat.
He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 11.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. From the gun, Rodgers. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes 4th down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Hey, this upcoming week, it marks one of our favorite times of the year here at EA Sports. It's the kickoff to John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Week. Big John's such a presence on that holiday for so many of us. And we look forward to a big slate of games coming up on Thanksgiving. Packers and Lions start things out, followed by the Chiefs and Cowboys. What a scene that will be. And then finally, the Bengals and the Ravens on Thursday night. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
On 2nd down, Allen. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
And the Bills' first down.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, 2 things need to happen. 1, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. When both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
To the 20. And he will go all the way. James Cook, touchdown, Bills. Make it 2 touchdowns in the very first quarter of play.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively, because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
Prater on to attempt the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bills move out on top 14-0. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Steelers' offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They're an early hole, 14-0. Start digging out soon. Begin this drive, 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Rodgers. Open man downfield is Freiermuth. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard's very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
There's no need to do anything reckless. It's 3rd and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim, so there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play and throw the ball away.
Here's Corliss Waitman now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. And he has been sensational in this opening quarter. You have to imagine we're going to see much more of him as this game goes on. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Allen. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
I had a rule, Mike, when I was playing that if the ball hit either of my hands, it was a drop. You don't get paid in the NFL to make the easy ones. You get paid in the NFL to make them all, and I think that's a catch he's got to come down with.
He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Bills first down.
To say this group has started strong here in the first quarter, Mike, might be a bit of an understatement. I mean, offensively, firing on all cylinders. Defensively, suffocating the opponent. The ability to complement each other on both sides of the ball and play at such a high level, they could have a little bit more breathing room here by the end of this drive.
A short throw caught by Kincaid. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
So the athleticism of this tight end is pretty well documented, Mike. I mean, he can pick up yards after the catch. It's just such a rare trait for tight ends. So it's the size, it's the speed, it's the matchup problem. And we got a glimpse of all of it right here.
Yeah, and they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that screenplay. And a first down.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the first down.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and a couple. On the zone read, a handoff here to Cook. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
But after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
He's got his man. That's Kincaid. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
For a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
On first down, it's Allen. Back into the hands of Shakir. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
They'll go back to Shakir. He's got another one. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Throw once more. Here's Allen. The throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Allen going to throw here on 3rd and goal. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
It's the score, Bills 17, Steelers nothing.
So Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's when the offense will take over. Steelers offense ready for this next possession. So far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. A-Rod now to throw on 1st down. And no chance to turn and go. That one's good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. They'll run straight ahead with Warren. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. So after 1, the Bills with the early advantage. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Now Rodgers will set up the screen to Gainwell. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. A carry here for Warren. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Really well executed counter run there, Mike. And what you're trying to do anytime on these misdirection schemes is you're trying to get these linebackers that might play at a 4.5 speed to maybe play at a 4.7 speed. The hesitation, not understanding exactly where the ball's going to end up, gives you an advantage offensively, just like we saw here. So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down, 3 to go. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete.
If think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To the air once more. It's Rodgers. He finds Austin with the grab. And nice work after the catch. He stops a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
They'll try to sneak it here, and he will have a Steelers first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
He pulls it in around the 5. And he will get into the end zone. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers are back in this one. It's 17-7.
Steelers 7.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. To return, here's Ray Davis. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. Their lead is 10. They go back to work trying to add to it. It begins with first down. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Throwing on second down. It's Allen. Finding space at the 40. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. Big time play there for Buffalo. It's a gain of 34.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
On first and 10, it's Cook. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and 2. Here we go. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Buffalo.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Bills 1st down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. Open man, that's the veteran Cooks.
Complete to Brandon Cooks. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. And the Steelers' 19-yard line.
2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Cook. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
The tackle by Alex Highsmith. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Allen on 3rd down. Got his man at the 6. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5.
A gain of 12 yards.
Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the 1st half. That one picks up a 1st down.
To be a prolific passing offense in this league, you have to be able to both throw the ball from the pocket and you have to be able to operate and convert on 3rd downs. And they've really done both at a high level on this drive. And to no surprise, they find themselves 1st and goal.
And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
The 2-yard line.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
From the 2-yard line yet again, what can they do on 3rd and goal? Allen to throw again. And he'll take it on in. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Buffalo. Now Prater to tack on the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bills up their lead. It's now 24-7. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Here's Gainwell to return. And a They'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting set for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. This one grabbed by Austin. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
The master of play action, Rodgers. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
Here comes 3rd and 6. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
They'll run the draw with Warren. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and there's not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. Here's 3rd and 2. From the gun, Rodgers. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. The Bills offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Allen now on second down. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius, unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
On third down, it's Allen. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Allen going to throw again. That's into the hands of the veteran Cooks. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. First and 10 now from the 36. One more time going up top with Allen. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second down, 8 yards to go. Again, it's Allen to the air. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Bills first down.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
The Bills going to use their final timeout here as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing again is Allen. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up first and goal.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that second foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver. Smart decision there on first and goal. If it's not there early, don't get baited into a bad decision. Just throw it away and live for another down. Really nice decision-making here. Brings up second and goal.
To the air once more is Allen. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Yeah, and I think that's a really smart decision. You certainly don't want to take a sack in any goal-to-go situation, or even worse, throw a pick. So understanding he still has 2 more shots at the end zone, I really like that decision.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock, they don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. And no return here. This is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Rodgers now. He'll air it out. Deep for Wilson. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. A very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Here's Gainwell to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers' offense and their running back, Jalen Warren, set to take over once more. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. He'll step up and run, and he'll give himself up here. It's a gain of 5 on 1st down.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 5. A handoff, running left. This is Warren. He's got room to the 45. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40. That one good for 29.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren. He'll edge forward for maybe a yard. Matt Milano there to stop him.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. The tight end, Jonnu Smith, secures it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 14 on the pickup. That's a Steeler 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. We have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Here's a handoff to Warren. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Somebody got a boy, I'm in. Somebody got a boy, I change. Watch boy.
Rodgers. Will set up the screen to Gainwell. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. And it's Gainwell. Touchdown, Steelers.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with a touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Boswell now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Steelers are able to edge a bit closer.
Steelers 14.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Samuel going to see what he can do. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Bills offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. They bring the tight end in motion. Here's Cook. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Cook. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
This is 3rd and 6. From the gun, throw here for Allen. He'll find Shakir open right side. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. Big time play there for Buffalo. 42 yards.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike. But listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
Here's a handoff to Cook. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. Throwing now, Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And a good job to make sure he didn't get loose. Brought down around the 7.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And this one blown up. Good surge will drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Now they operate from back at the 9, and it's 3rd down and goal. It is brought in the end zone. Joshua Palmer, Touchdown, Bills. And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay is going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Allen leading the Bills to the line for this 2-point try.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Flush to his right.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Here's Gainwell to return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Steelers' offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Kenneth Gainwell. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. He'll give him 4 yards.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
That's out wide to Warren. And that's a 1st down. And it will be a gain of 8.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 18.
They gain 18 yards on that one. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long one.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
The backfield's empty here for 3rd and 2. Throwing, Rodgers. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And the defense can't come up with the stops there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Rodgers on first down. That'll be complete to Gainwell.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 4. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down, 1st and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Here's Rodgers. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
To throw, it's Rodgers. To the goal line and in. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed it. I mean, this game, it looked like it was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
On for the extra point is Boswell. His kick is good. And the Steelers are able to cut into the deficit.
33. Steelers 21.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Samuel going to see what he can do. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Catch is made there on the left side by Cooks. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
They'll try the zone read on 1st and 10. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slots.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
The hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. Allen going to give it to Cook. He's inside the 30. And he will score again. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Prater on to attempt the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bills will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Here's Williams on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. It's Rodgers. Open man downfield is Freiermuth. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 33 yards.
The most valuable real estate on the field, Mike, that every offense is trying to attack is the middle of the field. So when you have a tight end who's as good as this guy and you can get vertical down the middle, man, that is a nightmare for these defenses to deal with.
A-Rod now to throw on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Bills' 22-yard line.
2nd and a yard. Again, it's Rodgers. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And he'll get about 5 here as he's out of bounds for the 1st down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. That is caught, and he's in. Metcalf. Touchdown, Steelers. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his fourth touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Boswell now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Steelers are able to edge a bit closer. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Samuel going to see what he can do. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. In motion, Shakir. To throw on 1st and 10, Allen.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run with Cook, and that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up the 1st down.
That's good.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete. James Cook, the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
It's slant into the hands of Shakir. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. Allen on 3rd down. That is caught. Hooks gets the grab. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
On the handoff, this is Cook. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now a design run. It's Allen.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about. What it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. We'll try and run here with Cook. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal coming up. He takes this down to about the 5.
That's another Bills 1st down.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Bills.
Touchdown, Bills.
Now Prater to tack on the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Here's Gainwell to return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. Things not looking good. But see if they can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Start this on the ground with Warren. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He finds Austin with the grab. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. This one down the field for Freiermuth. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And he's going to have the Steelers 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
That's good for us Steelers. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. This one grabbed by Austin. And he'll be taken down at 25-yard line. That's kicked 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Rodgers going up top again. First down throw there is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
He finds Metcalf on the slant. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line.
That one taken in. Ben Skoranek. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. On for the extra point is Boswell. The kick is good. And the Steelers are able to cut into the deficit.
Steelers 35.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Davis now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They bring their tight end right. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 18 yards, and a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
Bills, first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run blocking, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He gets this complete to Shakir. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. First down, Buffalo.
And the Bills first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. A run with Cook. And the Bills are going to have what looks to be 1st and goal. He'll take this down to the 10.
And the key to this balanced attack, like the one we're seeing here, Mike, is that everything looks the same. The defense is constantly on their heels as they try to diagnose what play's coming next. That level of unpredictability gives them the edge on any given down.
Here's Cook. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Hook. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and
Although I would have liked to have seen them throw the ball on one of the 2 prior downs, now after getting stopped twice, Mike, they haven't gained an inch on the ground. I think on 3rd down, you have no choice but to put the ball in the hands of your quarterback and see if he can make a play through the air.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. And he's into the end zone yet again. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Prater on to attempt the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills tack on one more to their lead.
Bills 54, Steelers 35.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Here's Gainwell to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start out 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And And this is going to be a Steelers first down as they take this up to the 38-yard line. That one good for 8 dozen. And a very quick first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. So first and 10 here now at the 38. A run with Gainwell. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Deion Walker on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 43-yard line.
They'll work now on second and 4. Now Rodgers. The second down throw is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Third and short yardage, it's Rodgers. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard. Into space. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up first and goal.
So often, like, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. And this one really all over but the shouting. One timeout left defensively, but there's no need to use it here. So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. First and goal. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Here's another shot from the 6 at second and goal. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And that'll be knocked down. It's incomplete, but it might not matter. Let's check on this penalty.
Still second down.
Penalty yards marched off, and they'll try it again on second and goal. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So a road win here for the Bills. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That's the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.